Hey guys, what is up? I am TitoTheOG and I'm here with another Jakks Pacific 4-inch line unboxing video. Now, this one's going to be kind of a little bit shorter because it's a single figure. Here we just have Fang the Sniper, who is the only new figure of Wave 19. It's kind of a letdown wave. Like I said, him being the only new character, and it's a classic character. I've said before in the past, I'm not too big on the 4-inch classic figures, just because they don't really fit in with the 4-inch modern cast. I feel like the 2.5 inch is more for the classic guys. But I went ahead and picked them up because I've picked up every other figure in the past. So before I get into opening this guy, I just want to give out a huge thanks to one of my friends, Deep Blue Evie, or aka Sapphire, over on Discord and on TikTok. I'll have links to their socials down in the description below. They actually imported me this figure from the United Kingdom, and I wasn't able to find it in person, unfortunately, and they were nice enough to help me out and get this guy. So huge thanks to them. Go check them out. And let's go ahead and turn this box around. So as you can see, well, there's the sticker that came on it from the UK. So rare UK limited edition Fang, pretty cool. But this wave, like I said, it's kind of lame. You got the Jakks Classic Sonic, which isn't that great. Mecha Sonic, he's a pretty good figure. I like him. And then Classic Dr. Eggman, don't really care for him. This is just one big classic wave. I almost forgot that it even came out. I've had this figure for like 3 weeks and I haven't even opened it yet. But yeah, Fang. Fang is a springy bounty hunting jerboa, and that's constantly looking for the next big score. His accessory is pretty lame. Initially, I thought it was awesome. I was like, wow, that's cool. We're getting a wanted poster like from Sonic Generations and Sonic Mania or whatever. But then I saw pictures of it online and it's just a flat piece of paper. That is such a lame accessory. Like, he should have had his little popper gun that he has in Sonic the Fighters. I don't know if he has it in Sonic Mania, but he... Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me just open this guy up. Oh my god. See, they don't even want me to open this figure. Okay, now there he is out of the box. Let me take out his little poster. God, this thing, it's literally just taped in there. Like, it literally just feels like a little sticker that I could just peel off and place anywhere. Honestly, I'd be happier if it was a sticker, because at least there you could put on like a diorama or something. Like, this is gonna get... Like, if you have to move or put your toys in storage, this thing is going to get destroyed, like, in an instant. It's just going to get crumpled and get wrinkled and creased and everything like that. It's just such a poorly designed piece. Now that I have Fang out of the box, let's take a look at his articulation. So his arms, they are, you know, at this odd angle where they're not exactly bent at a right angle, but they're not like resting exactly. But thankfully he can hold the tip of his hat because of his pose. I gotta like force it in there. Okay, he can't really hold his hat, but he can look like he's holding his hat. So that's pretty cool. And I think the coolest thing about this figure is his tail. His tail is on its own unique ball joint. So you can kind of like pose it however you want. You could even like... And you could just pretty much move it however you want, 360 degrees, and articulate it however. I do like that. I do wish that other characters had tails like that, such as, you know, Tails. I think Infinite would have benefited from a tail like this even. I do like this. I like this a lot. Unfortunately, his hat doesn't come off, so it's stuck to his head. It would have been kind of cool if he could take it off and hold it, but that's just a minor little thing that I would have liked to have seen. His legs can go forward about pretty decent amount, and he can bend them at the knee. Not much range, but I think enough to get some okay poses. And his ankle does rotate 360 degrees, which is pretty good. You know, I'm not gonna lie, he is a pretty decent figure. I like how he looks. The only thing is, his mouth printing is off of where it's supposed to be. You can see there's like a little like indentation right here on his cheek where it's supposed to be like this part, but the printing is off and his tooth comes out of like the front of his mouth instead of the middle. That's how the 2.5 inch one is also. The printing is very hit or miss. And, you know, I will say this is probably the best looking classic figure because he actually looks like his artwork. He has the slim limbs. And that's my biggest gripe with classic figures, is that their limbs are way too fat. Let me grab Classic Sonic, for example. I got Classic Sonic, and here he is next to Fang. God, oh, I can't stress how much I hate these classic 4-inch figures. They just don't stand. They look bad in all poses. Look at that, man. Come on, I'm literally trying here. Fang stands good, thankfully, but this guy, he's giving me problems. Sonic's arms are fat, and that just doesn't look right because Classic Sonic is supposed to be chunky in the stomach and have slim limbs. And Fang got that right. He is a little bit like, he's got a big head and he's got big feet and big hands, but his arms are slim. I like this. I like how he looks. And he can, you know, like he looks like a good classic figure. I'm not gonna lie. He probably looks best out of any of them. Like here I have Classic Tails. His arms are too fat. Knuckles looks pretty good, I will say. But Metal Sonic himself, he is also just too fat. I don't know why Jakks has this infatuation with making their classic figures' arms a bit chunky. If you were to slim down the arms and the legs, then they would probably look a lot nicer and have more range to them, because Classic Sonic can't really put his arms down or anything. But, you know, all the complaining aside, I am happy that we have a figure of Fang. I really like that the Sonic nowadays, we're getting characters like Mighty, Ray, and all these old obscure characters back into the mainstream, and we're seeing figures of them. Like Fang, I'm sure most people would have never have even imagined a figure of Fang the Sniper. Alright, and then here is the 4-inch Fang compared to the 2.5-inch Fang. Now, these guys are virtually identical. There's not much different with these guys aside from, you know, the scale and lack of articulation. They are the same exact figure. Nothing changes. These are the same exact model. They have the same poses in their arms, and there's not really much to say comparing these guys. They even both have the same misprinted mouth issue where their mouths are printed on the wrong spots. Yeah, I get in terms of comparing these classic figures, the 4-inch and 2.5-inch, they don't ever really usually vary much from one another. It's just a scale thing. But yeah, I just wish he came with a better accessory, like his pop gun, like I had mentioned. I know that's something that could easily be 3D printed, but we shouldn't have to be making our own accessories for these figures. Like, I just wish that they would come with good accessories when you get them. Like, what? I still don't realize, know what you're gonna do with this. Like, he can't hold it. It just falls right out of his hand. They should have made it like the Sonic Movie 2 second release Sonic, where he had the 3D poster, the map with that Long Claw gave him. I like that. I think I have it somewhere. Let me find it. I do have it. Here it is. It should have been like this. It's a solid printed piece, and you know, it's got some thickness to it, and I don't have to worry about this getting creased and, you know, folding. And look at this. He can actually hold it. That's what they should have done with this. I don't understand why this was even an option in their heads. But maybe it's just because it's classic, and maybe people don't really want the classic figures all that much. So they just gave us a little like random trash accessory that people are gonna lose within a span of a week. Well, that's it for this unboxing video of Fang the Sniper, and it's cool that we're actually getting the full Sonic Superstars cast, and I can only assume that Trip is coming up very soon, especially with that leak of her 2.5-inch figure coming. I really can't wait to see what her 4-inch figure looks like, because Trip is a character that I really like. I like her character design. I think she's adorable. So I'm really hoping that we get a figure of her soon, and I'm really hoping it's the unmasked version, or maybe even a masked version and an unmasked version. I really don't know which route Jakks will go with that. Only time will tell. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching this unboxing video. I am TitoTheOG, and I will see you guys next time.